Have you ever felt like the world gave up on you? Marcus Taylor did. Born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, Marcus's life started in the cracks of a broken system. His father disappeared before he was 2, and his mother battled addiction for most of his childhood. By the age of 14, Marcus was sleeping on friends' couches, skipping meals, and hiding from Child Protective Services. But deep inside, he carried a dream, a wild, impossible dream. He wanted to be a lawyer. Not because he knew any lawyers, not because anyone told him he could, but because once, during a cold night at the library, he stumbled upon a book about Thurgood Marshall. That night, Marcus made a vow to himself: I will rise. The next few years weren't just tough, they were brutal. Marcus lived in abandoned buildings, worked night shifts at gas stations, and studied by candlelight. There were nights he thought of giving up, nights he stared into the sky and asked, why me? But something inside refused to break. Instead of anger, he chose ambition. Instead of self-pity, he chose purpose. Every day, he carried a backpack filled with worn-out textbooks and hope. At 17, Marcus took a chance. He applied to every scholarship he could find, wrote dozens of essays, and poured his soul into his applications. Most never replied. But one day, an envelope arrived from a local community college. Full scholarship. That day, Marcus didn't just cry, collapsed. It wasn't Harvard, it wasn't Yale, but it was a start. Marcus was never the smartest in class, but he was always the first to arrive and the last to leave. He worked janitorial jobs to pay for food. He tutored classmates to build connections. He read every case law he could find. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Michigan on academic merit. And then, against all odds, he got into Harvard Law. Not because he had perfect grades, not because he had legacy, but because his story screamed resilience. Harvard didn't just see a student. They saw a survivor, a fighter, a future leader. Scene 5, Giving Back. Today, Marcus Taylor isn't just a lawyer. He's a voice for the voiceless. He runs a nonprofit that provides legal aid to homeless youth kids, just like he once was. He speaks in schools. He mentors teenagers. He shows them that rock bottom is not the end. It's the start of the climb. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember Marcus. He had every reason to quit, but he didn't. Because success isn't about where you start. It's about how far you're willing to go. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say to the world is this: I will rise.